to be fair, which I think we should be fair to all these shows, I think this episode was done fairly well for all the shit that we give it.
Oh yeah, I didn't have any things to really complain. Yeah,
it's doing fairly well, and if they keep up this pace for the next 5 episodes until part 2 or whatever, I think it'll be fine.
This is part 2. This is the end of Alicization.
The end. Alicization. This is the end of the arc. But to back up Ku though, because the couple of things I actually had issues with was actually covered by Ku and you, David. Where the whole thing was basically the power of friendship, where I'm like, dude, you know so many more people, but then you countered with the floodlights, and then basically
now I myself for doing that. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Anime Izakaya Podcast, Week 7 of the Summer 2020 season. On this show, we'll be discussing the current season anime airing every week. I'm your host, David, and joining me today, we have Stren.
Perfect, man, just like me.
Next up, we have Ku.
Hello.
And finally, we have Brian.
Hello.
Alright, so we don't really have much anime news to discuss this week, so we're just gonna head right into God of High School.
Hell yeah! Fucking predictions were right from my fucking friend. He said from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Super, baby. No Z, no build up. They just go to the power of fucking the heavens, dude. Holy shit. A giant fucking sword comes out of the sky. Jin Moore's granddad's OP as shit. You're meeting all these masters, the 6 pillars and shit. Oh my god, so much shit's going down and I love it.
This episode was so good. Like, it basically got me actually really hyped for like everything.
And I like how fucking Mira, she knows that she's weak as shit compared to the other two, and she's like, yeah, I'm just a stand-in for these two. Like, way better than Sakura in Team 7.
I know, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Sakura from
man.
Team 7 thinks she's the hottest shit at all times. Like, yeah, I can stand up to these two. Psych, bitch, they're putting you in the ground.
Dude, I actually thought it was pretty cool that they're making it like a 3v3 thing. They're actually making the 2 other characters relevant instead of just having it being Jin.
Like, yeah, I'll just say, like, of course, like, they make the rule that's gonna be 3v3, just make the other 2 characters relevant because it should not be there. But whatever, it works out.
What do you mean it should not? It's a great edit. Listen, when you have
arbitrary.
2 tiger cubs, bro, 2 tiger cubs from Seoul, Korea, you have to include him. There's no other option. You have to.
I just thought they would do it in a more fitting way. It felt like they just kind of threw it in there. Like, oh yeah, we decided to do 3v3.
Arbitrary.
They even made it.
I mean, they did explain it to like try to weed out like more people, try to find more people that can be like, what do they call it? The key, yeah, to find more people that could be the key to some shit. So,
yeah, but it's just too.
Was it too
Convenient.
convenient?
Yes.
Yeah, I
To
feel like
include
there's
more
too
people
rushed.
in the characters. Listen, man,
yeah.
we legit just saw 2 characters die in this episode. Give them a break, bro.
Dude, why did they kill the announcer off like that?
That's not mutually exclusive, Brian. You can enjoy the 2 characters dying and also like criticize them for being too convenient.
You're fucked, dude. Why you gotta enjoy people dying for David? That announcer was blind. He had a wife and loving child. He fucking knew what was happening and he fucking died, dude. And you're saying you enjoy that? You sadistic fuck.
It was good.
Go ahead, dude.
It was a good twist on the story, like a nice subversion. So
in the notes, I was like, damn, this like announcer is actually pretty badass. Then immediately unclick it and he's dead. I'm like, and I just deleted that. I was like, all right, we're not even gonna mention that.
The man was blind the whole time and he was refereeing fights, bro. I mean, how does that even work?
A 6th sense, dude. You could feel the vibrations of the impact.
Oh
man.
no.
Was it the Ryatsu, the chakra, or whatever else, other terms, power levels?
Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, although I did feel for the guy, it's weird because you didn't really get to know him until this episode, and they killed him off, and I felt a slight attachment to him.
Yeah,
so at least it did that well.
Weird. It's like, I mean, I just liked his hype level during the tournament, so like he sort of grew on me, and like it's just, and then I got to know him a little bit, and then he like coached Mira a little bit, and I was like, damn, this is badass. Literally 5 minutes later, just see him dead on the ground. I'm like, dude. What
like,
the fuck, man?
The mentor feels, and you thought like, all right, this guy's gonna be badass. Because every time you think of mentors, you always think of Jiraiya as like I'm pretty sure like one of the
and
first.
look what happened to him.
Exactly.
TSD.
I cried then, and I cried now. Okay.
I didn't really cry from this guy, but I still felt I still had a little bit of feels.
I mean, even though it was like rushed, I did think it was a nice addition to his character. So, and also like just felt like the stakes are higher now too. With and then because the other guy died too. I forgot his name, like Q or whatever, the green haired dude. That's like supposedly stronger than Jin.
I think it was Q.
So that actually surprised me because they're building him up as like stronger than Jin, and now he's dead. So,
God,
what?
I don't know. It's just like way to basically hype up a guy, and then it's just like then it just shows like how strong like everybody else is. It's just like, well, way to make it seem like Korea's weak.
I don't know about
but that's right. That was before the training arc. Now it's after the training arc, so I'm pretty sure it's a different.
You say
story
that,
now.
but like we still need the stands for everyone. Like those three still need to get their stands.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, I don't know if everybody gets a stand.
Well, they got revealed Jin's then because he ate the fruit. So
I
feel like not everybody gets a stand. I feel like they're gonna be an exception.
I mean, I would assume it'd be at least
they're fight all the people without a stand.
I mean, hey, man, dude, they're strong enough to do it. I'd believe it. Shit.
Maybe
because I want to see the main guy stand. Park, or whatever the fuck his name
Park
is.
Mujin.
Yeah, I want to see his stand, man.
Dude, it also
I don't think this show is like a stand sort of like I don't think it's a JoJo show, you know.
Oh no, I don't think it's so either.
I don't think everybody would have like a sort of stand power.
It'd be like each person's gonna have like their own special abilities. I think, not just like those, not just the JoJo summons, but also like the main guy with the cross on his forehead. Already forgot his name. We just mentioned it.
Park.
It made it seem like I thought he was gonna be like a villain, but now he actually doesn't seem like that's gonna be the route. Or the route for him. It seems like he's going to be not a full villain, but at least we'll just say like an anti-hero, where it's just like you don't really like him, but you don't really hate him.
He's like sketchy, but I think he has his own goals, and like it seems like like as long as like Jin like doesn't cross his path, like he'll stay out of the way. So yeah.
Dude, Jin's grandpa. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so it'll be interesting to see like how like their relationship like develops, or what Park's gonna do.
Yeah, dude. Jin's grandpa looks badass too.
Dude, I love.
He looks badass.
I don't know why. I love his character design. It's like the OG, like battle hardened fucking grandpa that can whoop your ass.
Dude. Hey, man,
I love it.
He's probably a Korean War veteran.
Like, dude, I love that shit. It's badass.
What else was and then also, dude, the sword reminded me, like, that's what I mentioned to you, Dave, that one time. I thought, like, if you watched the episode where it would just straight up look like it came from Super Mario RPG.
I wasn't thinking about that. I don't know. Like,
I immediately thought that. I was like, well, Mario
actually,
RPG.
I don't know. It just reminded me of like more like the Chinese mangas because they had like the Chinese like characters on it. So I don't know.
But I also enjoy like the basically Jin's like his own thoughts in his head again, where he's like he's like grabbing the balloon. He's like, oh, I'll save like the last thing that your grandma gave you. He gives him the balloon. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, like my grandma's fine. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude,
like,
what if that's the source of his power?
Dude,
just immense imagination.
It's just like Arthur, where it's just like he's like in his own little world in his mind. Dude, I was also surprised that Han's level was only level 5. Didn't that seem so low?
They all started low because they're like 2 or 3 when they first started the tournament.
Oh really?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure it showed I think Han started at level 3 or something.
Okay. They never showed Jinzo. Like we still know.
I don't remember,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, do you know?
I'm pretty sure they never showed Jin Mori's level.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Han's like he was low when he started, so
yeah. But like for this now, it actually feels like the show's like just beginning now, like where everything's hyped. Like like there's so much lore now that they can easily drop whenever they feel like, and it's just.
I mean,
is there so much lore, dude?
It seems like they're going to be. I mean, when you throw in gods and heavens and everything else, I mean, they can really go wherever the hell way they want to go.
I mean, yeah. I guess in retrospect, in this episode,
I don't know. It's just like it feels really random. We just went from like a tournament to now it's just this
life or death.
Bro, it's still a tournament.
I mean, still a tournament, but then like all this other stuff like packed in. I mean, I'm still hung up on like the just the powers and like the Grim Reaper that just appeared out of nowhere from that one guy. It's like they still need to explain all these powers.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's okay, David. We have another episode. It's fine.
Halfway through the season.
It's okay. We'll find out tomorrow. We just started Dragon Ball Z, so now we get to see how serious that they're going to become. So it's okay.
We'll see how intense it gets. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm hyped.
Wait, what level was Han?
Han was 5.
He was 5?
Yeah, he was level 5 when he was
the levels really didn't change because, like, in the very first episode, you look at a random person's like bracelet, and he's level 5 as well. So,
okay,
like a legit rando that was in like the first fucking part of the tournament, like literally episode 1.
Yeah, they didn't really explain much about the power levels, so I don't know if we can really go off that much.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like Dragon Ball where you can hide your power levels, and then when you scream and you charge up,
man, that's like
increases,
every shonen's like / martial arts.
Well, here you go.
But this one, you power up enough, and the watch just blows off your wrist.
Yeah.
Maybe. I got nothing else.
I honestly, I feel like I just want to say, like, this dude that's Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I'm like, dude, they should have just called him a capoeira fighter, man.
Well, I think he's out, isn't he? I don't think we'll see
him.
Yeah,
he got destroyed, like, instantly.
Yeah. That's also
I'm just saying.
That's also I should mention too. It's like it's pretty weird how like the beginning and like especially the OP, like it just shows all the characters in the first tournament. I think pretty sure they're gonna be out or not gonna be relevant anymore. So
I mean, that kind of OP I'm fine with because like it covers like what the first fucking 5 episodes. I don't know if they'll change the OP later within
they usually
the next
don't.
2 episodes.
So
it's fine because it leaves
I guess
out of the way.
Yeah, a little nitpick. So don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, so it was just basically a beginning of like the next arc. So I guess there's not much to say other than like our predictions and like what we think's gonna happen next. So I guess
there's so little to go off. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I just feel it's just the introduction of like heavenly powers and shit.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have a lot more after next week's.
I kind of want to see Jin do more than just a triple kick because we've seen it like 3 times now. So
I think that's his signature, his triple kick.
Well, I guess he did the Azure triple kick too. So
his reverse Azure dragon or whatever the fuck.
Maybe instead of going a forward kick, it's 3 backward kicks, like a hurricane kick. Oh man, here we go, innovation.
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly,
so good.
Yeah, for the styles, I actually like Hans more, just because I've always been a fan of fists more than kicks.
So you like Taekwondo more than?
No, Hans karate.
Not karate over Taekwondo, dude.
Honestly, I don't know, but like I think like the fists, I don't know, like the fist abilities look way more cooler.
Han has the 4 stances too. Like he has the 4 stances, which look cooler right now than just like the triple kick. So
yeah, like we know so little about Jin's abilities.
I mean, I guess that's what keeps him interesting, right?
Hell yeah!
He's only done the basic things, but he's still a lot stronger than all these other people that's been showing up. So
MC plot armor, but ability armor. Yeah, I'm fine with it. It's whatever. Anyway, I'm done.
Okay, I give the MVP for this episode to Jin Mori's granddad.
The thing that sucks that we actually switched to I actually want that too. But it's like we have we're doing the podcast on Sundays, and then this uploads the day of God of High School. So it's just like if the people are gonna listen to this, what the fuck?
It's fine. It's just
I don't care.
It's a one time, one season thing, so it'll be fine. So
they can at least listen to it, and they're just like, man, were they wrong? These fools.
That's fine. So that's gonna be it for God of High School. We're next to Fire Force.
Oh man.
So
I honestly think Fire Force will be kind of short. I didn't put any notes for this week.
So
talking animals, dude.
I was mentioned dude, where's Vulcan? He would love to see all these talking animals in the Oasis.
I know, right? It's paradise.
The guy that's like the engineer that basically had a globe of showing wildlife, and then they don't bring him. What a bunch of bullshit! It's just.
Granted, they didn't know that there was gonna be just.
I mean, they didn't know, but it's a shame. But at
the same time, you bring the scientists. Wouldn't it make sense to bring the engineer too? It's just you're going to a whole new place. You could get ideas from other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they missed a great opportunity to bring this guy.
Yeah, but they'd have to take away your favorite guy, the support whistle guy. So
honestly, I like the other guy more than the support.
Dude, the other
whistle.
guy, like Ogan, he's straight up doing Heaven's Seal or Unlimited Blades work with the fire, with this fire swords. Like
that guy's pretty awesome.
That's my favorite power now, just because
he's riding around on a fire skateboard,
having Unlimited Blades work.
Hey man,
basically.
It's I don't know. I really don't know what much more to say besides talking animals. Oh, there's another Matarasu.
Yeah,
but
so it's more lore, more exposition, more. I mean, we already knew that they're even hinting already so much during this show that like there's more to the history, like what they think or what they believe probably isn't true. So again, like these kind of shows, it's usually the main religion is a lie and the cult is the truth. So again, like when they say like, oh, like Amaterasu is supposed to be built by Vulcan's ancestors, like it's probably something like maybe it started off in China or whatever, and then the survivor just went to Japan and rebuilt from there. So
what's crazy is like they have all those infernals that are just chilling. They're not even bothering to go anywhere.
That's also like that's like part of the lore too. We're saying like that's why like the church is important to make them rest in peace.
Yeah, because apparently when they become one, they don't die.
They just roam for 250 years. So
because wasn't it like because when they become infernals, like it's painful too, isn't it? Like
they lose their consciousness. So then it's like it's like being a zombie. So it's like you don't know what you're doing.
I don't know if it's subconscious, but you just lose your humanity. I think that's just what it is.
And it's like they don't. I mean, yeah, they don't see themselves as being like infernals, do they? Like
I would imagine so. If you think about like Shimura's mom, in a sense, I don't know if it's a special case, but
I feel like hers is a special case because she became like a huge demon.
I don't feel like they know like all the parts to it yet. I mean, I think it's still fairly new. I mean, they just have like kind of a research team to figure this stuff out instead of just straight up killing them.
Right.
But I think we'll probably just find out more and more about like what people like, just the status of people in infernals. Because wasn't there a talk that basically they want to be able to cure them as well?
That's what she was trying to do for his mom.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like at the same time, like, why would I know that he was like, oh, we have to put them all to rest, but at the same time, why wouldn't you just like keep them there to see, like if you actually somehow get like the cure all or something for them, like when you want to test it on them, or
I mean, well, there's a lot over there, and they don't have the resources to. I don't know, like. I don't know. I think like it's.
They have a scientist.
I mean, it's a lot of work for what little resources they have, so I can understand them not like.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, like they it's a wasteland, so I think that's why people don't like venture out there as much because it's too dangerous. So.
Yeah, I mean when you have those giant like skull swarms, flying out of the ground, and you got talking moles stealing potatoes.
And talking crows.
The talking crow's badass. Actually, the moles. I'm cool with them.
Dude, that's where the talking crow. I know his voice actor. I just don't remember who his voice is.
Archer. I'm pretty sure.
Is that Archer?
I think it's Archer. Yeah.
It sounds.
I have to hear it again though. Yeah, I'll have to hear it again, and then maybe we'll have an update for next week. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know where like the show's gonna go after this episode. I mean, I guess they're gonna be probably getting closer to Matarasu or the other one. Just trying to figure out about it.
I'm just gonna assume that like the Empire, like the Tokyo Empire, I'm assuming they know everything. There's like someone there who knows the whole truth, and you're just keeping it secret from everyone.
Oh yeah,
and that's why I got to do this. That's why I have to do this whole thing because like they can't trust the Empire. So I'm assuming like whatever information they get, when they go back, like either guy get like either arrested or just told they can't tell anyone, or it's gonna be like they gotta find out like the truth that like, oh, it's it's a huge conspiracy.
Yeah,
it was the church all along, guys.
Yeah,
that's probably where
like every JRPG. This is basically like Final Fantasy X right here.
Yeah, I just assume it's gonna be something like that. But
so
I got nothing else really. I got really nothing more to say except I was very sad to see that what's her name? Tamaki's there.
She wasn't that bad this time, guys.
She didn't even do anything this time.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, guys. It's only a matter of time. And they could have just had the engineer. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're gonna open up with the next episode with just a huge ton of lore, and then we're gonna start biting into the cause of all this, especially with the whole conspiracy that maybe the church was behind everything because it has the same signia or whatever that the church has. Maybe they're the ones that started all this. Maybe that's why Joker is who he is, and hopefully we kind of see Victor's true colors too in the next couple episodes, because I'm assuming this is what he was looking for, right? If he's part of like Joker's group, I'd assume that this is the stuff that they're looking for.
Like it's so sketchy. Like it's hard to understand what they want. Like as a third party,
right?
They're so separate between like the Empire and the Fire Force and the cult. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's not much to go on. It's just introductions this episode. So next episode for sure, I think there's gonna be a lot to talk about.
All right, so I think that'll just be it for Fire Force. Remember we're next to ReZero. So
this man Subaru is just getting just short stick now, every single episode.
So it's number 2 on the Jeff account right here on the loop.
Yeah, but they actually brought it up to a pretty good point. His death's
actually, wait, no, he didn't die during the very last.
He didn't die during this one, right? But then his respawn, his respawn was after he passed the trial. So I think that was a pretty good spot. It kind of shows too he was going to different routes, trying to get the feel for what he can do to get a better outcome. And yeah, I think the route that he took this time, I thought was really nice. It shows that he's getting smarter. He's playing out his ability a lot better. He has a lot to work with now when he's at the mansion. So I think, I don't know if it's just part of the season, like it's season 2, so like they're just going to make his advances a lot better, or if it's because he's more mature, he's taking a more
I hope it's because he's more mature, because I feel like that was the whole point of like last season at the end, with like the whole struggle with like the witch's cult. Like I hope it's because of that, because he went through a lot. So
but yeah, the feels at the end though, oh man, rip Petra. Jesus, when he woke up and he realized that his hand was still attached to her arm, like, no.
That first person view with like the blood like coming over his eyes, that was really nice. Like a nice like animation technique. Like that really is just like emphasized like the whole like the whole tensity of everything. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
It was very nice cinematic technique. Although, like, I'm very worried that like because he didn't die, like where if he's like screwing himself over now, if it's like his checkpoint is later, like if he's going to pass the point where like people start dying permanently. So I don't think it is, but like this episode kind of made me like kind of nervous about it.
I think we're okay. Just because I as of right now, I feel like every checkpoint is due to him going the true path in a sense. So if he strays away from the true path, that's when he dies. I think he's still gonna die one more time, but he still asks Beatrice that one question, or give her the statement that Roswell told him to tell her. Like, ask her the question, and she should be able to tell you everything. I think once that interaction happens, somehow I think either he gets out, tries to kill her, or that villain was able to get inside somehow and kill them both to kind of reset the checkpoint. So I'd imagine the next episode is going to be that, like, figure out who is truly behind everything, and then he's going to die and start over from after he passed the first trial.
Yeah, like I'm looking forward to what they reveal, like Beatrice, because like just the way that like because they keep hinting that she knows so much, and like so we need, like, as the audience, we need to know what she knows, because like this is so important to understand like the lore and the backstory. And then I was gonna say too, the checkpoints feel so, again, arbitrary. Like it's, I wonder if like the author even has like any like idea of like the conditions for it, if it's just made for the plot. So
I would imagine so. Like I would imagine so, just because everything is pieced so well together. Like I can't imagine him doing all this just randomly and then having it just suddenly pieced together.
It feels because we don't have any info. It just feels so like arbitrary and convenient that he gets it after a huge like emotional moment. So,
well, that's not true because then if you think about it, like when he can't go back far enough to save Rem, so he's saved in a point where after Rem dies.
But
so I don't think that's the case.
I guess so. So again, like, it's hard to know because like we don't know like the rules and the conditions.
Right.
Also, I just want to say, Roswell, you sketchy son of a bitch clown, man. Like, I always hated you, and now like the season just like makes it even more like gives me more justification. Like,
yeah,
like just like from last episode, the episode before when he was saying like, oh, like just when Subaru was calling him out and saying like he put everyone in danger for someone you don't even know, and it's like, but you did it anyways, so I was right. I was like, you fucking bastard.
What do you have against them, dude?
Dude, like that's so
has faith in someone.
That's so risky,
right? Faith.
Hey man, the risk is paying off.
Especially since Subaru doesn't even have any power, so he
has. He does. He has the smoke screen. OP as shit.
His dumb like darkness thing.
Oh yeah, because that totally saved him this one.
I mean, it almost did. He just decided that he needed to save everyone else, like an idiot.
You can't even use
almost doesn't count, sir. All right.
You can't even use like the
but it doesn't matter when you just quick save or quick load.
Yeah, you can't even use darkness much because his magic gate's so low, so he has to like recover a long time. So
yeah, he can recover by just jumping off a building.
Not that recover.
It's the fastest recovery, dude. Just quick stuff.
Yeah. And then there's like when in this week's episode when he was talking to Roswell saying like Super was saying, "Oh, it didn't work this time," and Roswell was saying, "Oh, this time, huh?" It's like, dude, you fucking know shit. Like you're so sketchy, Roswell. Like out with it.
I mean, it's possible, but again, we're kind of just speculating at this point.
I just hate
because we
clown.
don't even know what Roswell's true power is, right? We just know that he's a really strong.
He's a really strong magician. He during first season he destroyed the Mabis, the magic piece, whatever they're called, the magic piece.
Right, but we don't know if he has any like special powers other than the fact that he's just really strong.
I think he's just a really strong magician. Probably like way more powerful than I think Amelia or something.
Oh, that's being a magician or as a circus guy.
Like mage / wizard, not like entertainment.
Oh, maybe he's a witch too. He's a trap witch.
I mean, I don't care. I don't like that.
Yeah, but
yeah. So I guess like it's like both like Beatrice and like Roswell that I need to know like the backstory because I think this season is like it's super important that and what's going on and like I guess
it's kind of funny too.
Oh, go ahead.
It's kind of funny too because I don't know if Brian remembers, but last week he did predict that maybe Subaru was going to try to take over the trial for Amelia, but she flat out denied him. So it looks like that's not going to happen anymore. And it's going to be a main focus on this arc. And I'd assume after they solve the mansion part, we'll come back to Amelia's trial arc, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to mention too that what was it? And now I forgot, but I can see that the mansion part being like the majority of the time in this arc, and then I assume they're just gonna show like what Amelia's actually going through with the trial. Although I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if like the whole trial is gonna take the whole like 25 episodes. Maybe it will.
I think it might take the first part. I think it will.
The trial, because we still have to do we have to finish the mansion, and then we also have to finish the 2 next trials, and we don't know if they're gonna be harder than the first one. So
Subaru's already died twice, and I believe he's already reached the climax of this arc. I believe once he talks to Beatrice. Yeah, because once he talks to Beatrice and finds out what Roswell and Beatrice is hiding from him, I think that's when he's going to start piecing things together and solve this mystery. And then they're just going to jump back onto the trials.
Okay, because I was just thinking back to season 1 where it's like it took him forever to like going over dying over and over to solve things. So I guess that's what I was going at. But maybe he'll solve it faster this time. But actually, I would be glad if that happens. Then that story can move forward because season 1 is all about establishing like how like mentally like tough it is to like to keep going, or in like how psychologically tough it is to keep going over and over through these things. So I'm hoping if we can cut down on the resets, then it show more of the plot.
I mean, yeah, there's that, and then you still have to remember that they still have to save Rem somehow, and then they also have to probably deal with the other archbishops.
Yeah, the two. I totally forgot about those two.
Yeah, so I think season 1 is going to focus on them wrapping up this mystery. Like, if it wasn't for this side quest in a sense, the sidetrack, I think they would focus on the trials and then get back to Rem and Saber, right? But because there's this going on right now, I think this whole first part is going to be this, and then the trials, and then it'll be some kind of crazy cliffhanger as to how they're going to save Rem.
Do you think the archbishops are involved anyway with like this whole thing of like the trials, or do you think this is separate and we have to deal with them later?
It's either another archbishop or another witch. Somehow.
You're gonna add another witch after Echidna? It feels like if you add in one, you might as well deal with her now. Instead of making it more complicated, add another one.
I'd say so. I don't know. It's still very broad as to what the options are, so I can't really say for sure.
It's hard to say in the show because like so much new stuff comes out every week. So
yeah, because when she was when Elsa was fighting with Subaru, she did throw out a name. I forgot what that name was or what the importance of that name was, but it sounds like it's another party.
I don't know the name she threw out.
Yeah, so it didn't sound familiar. I didn't look up who it was, but it looks like, you know, it could be a big party that sent her to come assassinate Subaru or Rem or whatever. And I'd imagine it's either the Archbishop that couldn't finish the job, or like I said, it could be a witch. It could even be that small pink-haired witch that showed up to see Subaru at the village.
But she's not a witch though. She's just like the elder,
like a sage or whatever.
Yeah,
or elder. Yeah. Like it could be her too. Who knows? Because it has to be someone at that village that sent her, because they were able to predict when Subaru was going to go back.
Yeah.
You know.
And she did mention too, like her targets were like the 2 maids and 1 shut-in, so they know about them. I don't know if it's another witch though, like because Akena was saying that Satelia killed them all, and I don't know how Akena's still alive, but like, or I think she's like in that weird like spirit like realm, whatever. So I can't imagine it being another witch that knows so much about like Subaru and so.
And if you really think about it, if there's like 7 different witches, right? I'd assume they're all of equal power. Maybe they hid away or pretend to die or something. Who knows? But I mean, like I said, anything can go at this point. I feel. I
still like to believe that like they all died from Satelia, because it would be consistent with what we know about the lore so far. But I guess there's always that.
Yeah.
So I really can't imagine being another witch. So, but it's like maybe from another, either from the village or I guess the cult. But I can't imagine more of them. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So
next one's got to be a banger, though. I'm sure.
Dude, every week of this show, man, there's always cliffhangers. Like I can't handle it. I need
more. But this one's the huge banger. I don't know. Just throw that out.
I'm pretty sure you said that last week when he did the first like death loop.
And it was a huge banger.
Yeah, now we have to wait for another week for another one. God.
Exactly, it's awesome. It's like Michael Bay directed this. Bangers everywhere.
Man, I can't handle these cliffhangers.
I don't know, man. Michael Bay is pretty good.
He is, but I'm just saying, like every episode so far, it's like, damn, something big is happening. Oh, something even bigger is going to happen. Like, oh shit! Like I said, the cliffhanger here when Petra was dead and he was going to die too. I thought he was going to die yet, but nope. Beatrice came, saved him, and it changed the whole plan that he had. So it's like, fuck, like what's going to happen now? You know?
I can't handle this, man. This is why. Well, this is also why it's my favorite show this season so far. So.
Yeah, it should be good.
I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing a big show this season.
Yeah,
you are. You fucked up, Stratton.
Well, you can go fuck yourself. So.
Oh, there's still time for me to recover. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah. You still got time.
I don't have faith, so.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I should be watching it since, as long as like Brian still has time for this podcast. I should be able to be here and like back him up.
You wasted your opportunity, you bitch.
I know. We'll talk after the podcast, Brian. We'll figure out how long, and then we'll see if I'll be able to catch up and watch some stuff.
You can easily catch up.
Good.
All right, so that's gonna be it for ReZero. We're next to SNAFU.
All right, David.
Boy.
Man,
Hold up.
Well,
Let David.
I need to rant to Stren because like
Go ahead.
him and Taylor were like, okay,
Yeah. Go ahead.
last week when I wasn't here, they were like talking mad shit about Yukino. Okay, well, Stren, I can understand Stren because I think you just keep tunneling on season 3 on how you think that like Yukino is like useless and doesn't do anything.
Still not bad. Like I don't mind her. I just like the other 2 options more.
Like,
Continue.
I don't like, so I can understand Stren because I think he's tunnel visioning. I still don't know. I still don't understand why like Taylor has hated Yukino from the beginning. But so you guys were saying how like Yukino's just useless and like Taylor thinks she's just a spoiled like rich girl that doesn't do anything. But like I have to go wind back to season 2. This whole thing started because Iroha was nominated as student council president and she didn't want to do it, so that's why she came to the service club. So she asked advice, and Yukino could have become student council president. Like that was the whole original plan, but Hachiman stopped it because he didn't want Yukino to leave the service club because that he felt that was the only connection to her, and the only reason he was able to be with her. So that's why he did the whole thing with Iroha to convince her to be student council president, and also use like Hayama as an excuse.
Does the club need 3 people? Did it need at least 3 people? Do you know?
Well, it's not needing 3 people. It's just like he didn't want. Like he knew Yukino would be too busy with student council president to come do the club with them. So yeah. So she could have become student council president, and she had a good lead because she's smart and she's a hard worker.
Do you think she would have wanted it though?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure she would have won.
True.
Because popularity-wise, she would. I think Yui would have won because Yui's a lot more popular.
But no, I'm sorry. But do you think she would have wanted to be it though?
Oh, I would say no because she was trying to stray away from her sister's footsteps, and since her sister was the president at one point, I don't think she would want to do it. Like if you think about it, when they were doing the festival, and then the current council president was like pushing or urging Yukino to do it because her sister did it before, she was kind of turned away from it. So I don't think she would have really wanted to do it.
So it could have been like that 4D chess where Hachiman knew she didn't want to do it, so basically he stepped in to block that.
Yeah, I still think it's all ties on to the fact that all 3 of them wanted their group or their friendship to stay the way it was. So I think that's all it was.
Well, okay. So and then I'll just say like again like, and then this whole thing. The problem is like Iroha's fault. You okay there, Stren? Jesus.
I'll survive. Sorry.
Okay. So this whole thing of the prom was Iroha's fault again. Like she's the one who suggested it. She wanted to bring up Valley, and then I was like arguing about that, but then they brought up this episode, so now I have to talk about it. So I still don't understand like what's her reasoning about like why she really needs to. She says she has to do it for like her senpais, like before Hachiman, Yui, and Yukino, but I still don't really get like what's her reasoning that she has to do it now.
What if it's like a little thing where basically like they had a kind of like this little hole where she wanted to do a few things for the teacher? What if it's actually like
she said that too, but like I don't really think that's the reason because I don't think she really
what if it is?
Likes the teacher.
What if it secretly is?
The anime,
I don't think so.
The anime didn't really show that she didn't really get along with the teacher. So unless
maybe she just really wants a prom, David. Damn.
Yeah, she's a girl, dog.
She's rushing it so much though because like
how's she rushing it? Prom's coming up, right? They have to have a deadline for it, right? And prepare.
Yeah, but you can wait till next year and have more time and still like.
Yeah, but the thing is that they have to get it through the PTA, right? Because they don't improve it this year. What's going to make them improve it next year? So you might as well get it started now so that she has it for the year after.
Honestly, like if they actually were to approve it, I think it would have a better chance next year because Yukino's. Wait, no, she'd still be a part of it.
Still be here, so I guess, but I don't think Iroha would have known that she, with this much resistance from like Yukino's mom when she first suggested it. So.
Well, I mean, like just thinking like this, right? If you bring it up now, let's say it doesn't pass through anyways, people will already know that students want something like this to happen for them anyways. So like next year you could bring it up a point, but like, yeah, we had a lot of support from the students and stuff, but it just never got passed through. So we're just gonna try it again. I mean, so next year it could still have it. It's like sort of future proofing in a way.
Well, We have plenty of time too to actually go over like Iroha's like what is she like why is she actually like why is she doing this? So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, and if for some reason they don't explain it, I'll just go to Reddit and hopefully they'll be able to explain it for me.
Wait, so
I mean, she already dropped some hints as to why she would want to do it.
Friend, why do you think she's doing it then? I need explanations because I need help
Dude,
clarifying.
I have no idea. I don't know if it's...
You made it sound like you thought you did.
Fuck, I have no clue.
God.
The only my best idea would be if she's just trying to keep like that kind of group together, because like she mentioned even like she doesn't actually have true friends, like but like outside of them she really doesn't have anybody.
Because
so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just to keep her connections as well, kind of like the whole thing before where with the student council, you know, the whole thing with, you know, keeping Yukino out of it was to keep those three together. I wouldn't be surprised if like Iroha's met like if like her like if she was like kind of like the same thinking the same way.
It's because
of keeping them together.
What Ku said last week, man, she's fake as fuck.
That's what I'm saying,
That's why
bro.
she has no friends.
That's fine, man. I'd still like Iroha. It's fine.
No, I mean, like I said, I totally get it. You know, if you like those types of girls, and that's totally fine. And then I really think it's just a lot of things. It's she wants to make her friends happy. This is just like a test run, so that next year when it really matters, they'll go flawlessly and they'll have a good idea of what they need to do. You know, if they can't get approved this year, how are they going to get approved next year? Stuff like that. So I feel like there's a ton of things going on, but we don't know for sure exactly what her main reason is.
We don't, but like, it's just, it feels, I don't know, I can't say it's such a good reason for why this whole, I feel like it has to be something more than just like her wanting to get easily approved for next year. Like, I don't know.
David, I feel like you're trying to go too deep into this when it's very like surface level. She's a girl. She wants a prom. She's trying to make it happen.
They're just high school students, right?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know. Oh, before we actually move on, there's this whole thing. I actually talked to Ku a little bit before before we started the stream. I think it was a couple days ago. Anyway, it kind of first starts with it was Iroha and Hachiman, where he has two drinks, gives them, you know, he gives her like the option of two, and she's just like, why the hell these two? But she chooses one anyway. And there was another part like later on when oh god, I forgot his sister's name.
Komachi.
Yeah, Komachi. Where there was basically the two bowls, the exact same thing, and they're just like, aren't these both the same? And then you basically just kind of choose. And then Hachiman's like, oh yeah, like, you know, even like given a choice, like something must be chosen, like, you know, when there's just two. And then I saw another post that was actually by Anime News Network when they said, like, when they were basically talking where when given the chance to choose between two things, people will, even if they like, they will choose one, even if they don't like either one of them. So I was talking to Ku, I was like, wait, what if this is just like his mind is like, they're making it seem so obvious that like, you know, it's going to end with like Hachiman and Yukino. And then Ku also brought up the fact they're showing so much screen time with Yui, where it's just like, what if something like that happens? But wait. But what if also at the same time when Hachiman has those two options where we see as Yukino and Yui, because like he's only given those two options, like, you know, somebody's like he has to choose one of them. What if it ends up becoming neither one of those? Because what if it's just like a hint, kind of like a little drop thing?
Okay, that's
hold on. Your analogy made zero sense.
You thought I was like going too far with the prom? Like, Stren, no, that's for you, Stren.
That was Brian.
No.
But he does have a slight point. It's like
no. A Stren's analogy was this entire time they're hinting towards he has to make one choice or the other, right? And then he ended with what happens if he doesn't make either.
Yeah, he goes a different route.
Literally, the entire analogy was he has to choose one or the other.
But what if he goes Saki? Or what if he goes the teacher?
Oh my god! He's gonna go for the teacher. Okay.
Dude, hey,
he made a choice, Stren.
They could easily be just a friend.
Now
they jump in like in the future, and he's with the teacher. You know?
Not just being delusional like you usually are.
Oh, definitely. I don't know. It's still fun to kind of think maybe there's a chance that something will just blow my mind, where the guy will all of a sudden just go like a completely different path.
So that was
than what we're expecting.
So that was Stren's delusional time where he thought that things would go his way. So,
but more than likely, I think it's gonna go the realistic route. Just kind of going through like the pains where like we're basically with Yui, where she just basically like she knows the outcome, and it's just kind of going through those pains, and it's brutal to watch. I could easily seeing it be that.
Dude,
I assume that's gonna be the route. But
honestly, I don't care about anybody. Yui is like best girl. Like it doesn't matter who he ends up with. She's easily a best girl, dude. No one shows this man Hachiman as much affection as this girl, dude. Like, look at this picture, dude. Look at this shit and how intensely she looks at him when she's eating. That is the sight of love, dude. Like, this girl when she said she doesn't want the night to end, oh my god, I started almost crying, dude. I was like, dude, she's so heartbroken over this, and it's killing me inside, man. Oh my god. But I already know how it's gonna end, dude. This Hachiman is gonna go for the other chick, Yukino, and then Yui's just gonna be there and be like, okay, bye.
Dude, it's just going through like real life stuff, man. Where it's just like it's where it's like you get into that thing where it's just it's just inevitable. It's gonna happen.
It fucking sucks, dude. This girl is becoming so depressed.
Yeah, that was like every episode. There's so many episodes. It just seems like at the end of it, like it's just so brutal for Yui. It's just like damn. Like it's just like I went from like this like not saying like she was like even an option or just like the third option
first
for
2 seasons. She was at least the first season. She was pretty much like third wheeling. So
yeah. And she became more kind of like in the mix like in the second season, but I still didn't really, at the end of it still didn't care for her. But now though she's basically like right there at the top. Like it's just I don't know. I feel for her.
Yeah, but you can also go a different route that shows that she's a really weak-willed character too. Just because if she really loves this person so much, why is she willing to just let him go? You know, kind of how
because she wants to do what's his interest. Because he openly admitted that he wants to save Yukino, right? Right. So she realizes that and it's like, I don't want to be able to get in his way and what his interests are. So I might as well let him go towards that goal instead of me trying to get my way and trying to be a little bit selfish and try to get his attention and his affection. So she is letting him do what he wants. You know, she can always dream and think like, I wish like he would choose me, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like she knows what's happening. She knows how it's gonna
she doesn't want to influence the whole thing because she like basically how Brian said, like she knows how it's going, but she doesn't want to like somehow like change because like Hachiman will change his ways, even though that's not what he really wants. Like, he basically like go ahead.
Say that, but like this episode or last episode, she was saying how like she was trying so hard to like become relevant in front of Hachiman, and like it just failed. So like it's not like she was doing nothing. Like she tried hard to get his attention. That's why this season,
this episode, then
this episode, like, she was saying like she finally realized that like it was for nothing because like she was never in she was in like his eyes in the first place. So. And that's just like the real, so.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yui's getting a lot of airtime, though.
Okay.
That's all I got, though.
You and your delusions.
I mean, I suppose it's always possible. Again, with the way that they last ended Yukino, it looks like she was planning to make a move to just break off her relationship with Hachiman. So it could be that Hachiman does all this with Yukino, and then Yukino actually just breaks it off and Hachiman's depressed, but Yui is still there, so they end up being together. So I suppose that's still a possibility.
I don't know. I still think it's going to be kind of tough to watch, like because they have a whole nother year of high school as well. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It's gonna be really weird and awkward. It just feels like.
I mean, so when.
But Ku also brought up the point where Yukino might have other other plans kind of going through her head as well. Ku, do you remember what you said about that? I can't completely remember.
Wait, say that again.
Basically, when Yukino like teared up, like that part.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were talking about how she might have her own like other plans. Like it might not be with Yui and Hachiman, but it might be like a different route as well.
Yeah. So basically, you know how Yukino's always trying to get like her independence, so she's trying to prove her independence. Maybe she's just trying to break off her relationship with everyone, just so she can strive and get that on her own. And like I said earlier, with everything that's going on, even though Hachiman wants to save her, she might go on a different total route and just like block him off completely and do her own thing. and that could be the reason why she was tearing up or crying the last time we saw her. Because at this point, we haven't seen anything from her this episode, so I'm assuming this next episode, it's when her plan will come to fruition, and it'll show her what she really plans to do from this point on.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, does anyone have anything for SNAFU? I feel like
I think we basically covered everything. We went over, like, I went to my whole delusional rants too, not rants, but stories as well. I don't know. It was like from just a couple of the things that dropped. What Anime News was talking about too. I thought, like, damn, like, what if they just kind of blow our mind and go a whole different route? What if they're making it seem too obvious, but at the same time they could be just going the route that just kind of like a realistic route. So I don't know, dude. I just I keep thinking like this route, like the writer creator is gonna do just something different. Because I don't think he's going to be just as generic as like a lot of the other ones. So I'm hoping, like, just how he does it, it goes well. But that's really it.
Mm.
All right, so that's gonna be it for SNAFU. I guess should we move with Sword Art next, or?
Yeah, we can.
All right, so I need an explanation from last week's episode. Like, who the hell is AG and that one singer chick? Like, someone explain that to me.
Oh, they're from that one movie, the augmented reality one?
Ordinal Scale.
Ordinal Scale,
What the fuck are they here?
That's what we said too.
Like, dude, I was so confused. Like, I was like, it's not even like I don't know. I don't have the rage to rant about this show anymore. It's just like I'm just like what like I can't even just like say like what's going on. I'm just sitting there. It's like fine. I'm just numb to all this now.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Last episode, I forgot like all the things.
That's like the biggest thing from last episode. I just want to get out of the way. So,
yeah.
This week we can also say the same thing. Like, where the hell did Yuki come from? Stran, you want to explain to me how Yuki just showed up? Her character data showed up from her dead character data showed up.
The only thing I can think of is because obviously she's shown up before in the Ordinal Scale movie. But the only reason why I think she shows up is because remember that she got Yuki's like own like personal move, like original sword skill.
I don't remember any of this.
Okay, yeah, because before Yuki passed away, she gave Asuna like her original sword skill. Mm-hmm. So I think the only reason why Yuki shows up, I think, is because when she uses that ability, I think it's kind of like just a thing that shows up.
Like,
I don't know,
an emotional thing, and so she thinks that Yuki's there. Like,
could be an emotional thing.
No, that's because
friendship as well.
The main emphasis on this episode was memories, right? That the memories isn't just like they live on in your heart too. It's not just like in your head; it's in your heart, and then that's kind of what happens. Like when you're down on your luck, your memories will come and like empower you with these like surge of emotions that'll give you the strength to carry on. Because that's kind of what Asuna needed. That's how she got her ability. She didn't even use that 11 hit strike that she learned from Yuki. It was just her own ability where she apparently has angel wings now. But even with that, the main emphasis was on Kirito and Yujiro, right? When he was about to rip out his heart where his memories were, that's when he popped up and stopped them from doing that. Dude, that scene was so good. It's a true adaptation of bros before hoes. Because you had his waifus there during like don't give up, you can do this, and then he was about to like kill himself anyways, and then Yujiro popped up and was like, no, bro, wake up, you got this. I was like, you right, man, I do got this.
Man, like the whole thing where he was like, when Yujiro was like saying it's in your heart, and he points to his heart, and Kirito points to his own. He points to his heart was already open from all of the thing he was doing. It's like that's just like so wrong, like.
No, it's fine. It's supposed to like signify how hurt or how deep he has to go to make himself feel better in a sense.
That was so I don't know. The whole thing about where he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you must all hate me and stuff like that. I was like, well, technically, if you didn't do what you did, they would all be dead. So do you want to go that route instead, or would you rather just go with what he's done so far? Because Shinan would be dead, Asuna would be dead. I don't really know about Lifa.
Maybe that's his way of saying they should have died.
Maybe.
No, it's just.
But at the same time, sorry, go ahead, David.
It's just like the stupid like insecurity thing where it's like, you like because you're always so insecure about yourself, so you gotta have other people like say no, it's okay. Like you got this, whatever. So it's like, I don't know, like.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
So he wants the validation because he's so insecure. That's like
it could be.
That's like the general.
I mean,
the general theme.
I don't know if it's just because he's insecure, but just the fact that he's
or I guess like guilt,
but to go through so much.
It's like guilt / insecurity. So he wants the validation that.
Because if we're true, if I'm really trying to defend this guy, right? This is a teenager who just wants to play video games, and from the very beginning of his great adventure, he's had to kill, like, murder people. And yeah, of course, if you think about it, yeah, he did have to kill people in order to save his loved ones, but it doesn't take away the fact that he literally had to take someone's life away, and he's had to do it multiple times. And when you're a person that's kind of like drowning in your despair, you don't really look at the good part. You just look at the like your mistakes or like your regrets. You know, like I've had to kill constantly, and then I think that's where the validation from the others come in. It's like, hey, you know, you had to do it for us. You know, it's not like you did it without good intentions. Blah blah blah. And you needed someone like Yujiro to come in and say, you know, it's okay. Like it's going to be fine. So if you really want to think about it, he's still just a teenager, and he's had to do a lot of things that most teenagers will never have to do. So maybe that's why he's just falling apart.
Okay.
Oh well, I was gonna say like yeah, I agree, Ku. I think it's just like this show has just done a bad job of showing that. Like it
has.
So that's why like like
I don't know
the way you like yes like I should be like more sympathetic, but I can't be because the way that the show has shown like.
Same. I don't take this show serious at all.
So.
Also, Sachi was also another filler arc, right?
She's canon.
No, she was the very first waifu or the very first person that she felt for, but he couldn't protect her. I think that's what kind of like set him up in this like depressing and dark path. The fact that it was
filler, though, I thought I heard that arc was filler.
No, it was like the second or third episode.
No, I mean I thought like it wasn't in the original novel.
No,
I thought it was just.
It was.
I don't know.
It was called a side story, but it was canon.
Oh,
so because remember the original novel, like it started them off at floor 75. Whereas the anime, it brought in the side stories of like what happened, like in between like the first time they got trapped to like 475. So it's just because of all that messiness that a lot of the side stories like they were canon, but they came later after the first novel. So then so the side story they are canon. So
okay, all right, well never mind then, because but. The whole thing where Kirito was like basically trying to kill himself or just trying to like reach in his chest, I thought was a little bit overreaction. Also I thought Agile basically he's still alive even though he took us basically at least 5-6 spears into the chest, and you still see that guy up and alive, and I'm thinking, all right, what a beast!
He's possessed.
We don't go. Yeah, Dude, we talked about him too much.
All the other supporting cast, they're up still. Like
Kirito, yeah.
Back. Bad, though, in Kirito's mind, where basically his like power of friendship was only Lifa, Shinon, and Asuna, and then nobody else was there. It's like, oh man, if only we had one more. It's like, bro, he knows like 30 more people.
Well, okay,
like, where
to be fair, Stren, to be fair, like they did mention that like it had to be like the Flucklight
strong
thing, like. Yeah.
That's fucked, dude. That bartender was there his almost entire life.
No, right?
And he used to say he doesn't have a deep connection with her. Bro, who let you sit in my bar and chill all the time when no one's around, when I'm closed down and still serving your bitch ass some drinks, okay?
It's not just that. Like, to be fair, like it's because the 3 other girls, they're in like the machines that has access to the Flucklight, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Too has his own Flucklight. So it's probably because Agile, he probably like transferred from like the other servers that you probably didn't get a Flucklight or you didn't get that as big as like the other ones.
That's basically what it is. It's the only reason that those 3 show up is because that's who that IT guy went down there to connect him to. That's
okay. Hold on. Speaking of IT guy, how the fuck do you get startled so hard by a wrench hitting the floor that you fall off and die?
That was last episode, and in case you didn't tell,
I
wasn't here for the last episode, and I was like, I couldn't get that in my head. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? You just shot somebody.
But do you really care though? Do you really care? I mean, easy in, easy out. You know, like the guy was brought in.
Yes. Fucking, I was I was still shook on that. I don't.
Oh.
This is the sword art. The sword art story writing.
Wait, okay, hold on. Like, real quick clarification:
Sure.
is Poe like his half brother or some shit?
Wait, what?
Is Poh
No,
he's basically Kirito's half brother?
no, he's basically
No. He's just a guy who
leader of
raised him.
Laughing Coffin.
Or did that kid look just like Kirito?
It looked just like Kirito. That's
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, what a fucking plot twist, dude.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome if
Yeah.
that was true. I was like, dude, what a plot twist.
That would have been just out of left field, but it would have been pretty insane. It also, I would not have put it past this sword art guy.
Yeah.
Because he seems like he likes to just kind of throw things in with no merit.
And I don't know if you guys remembered, but like, because when he was asking the other girl on a date, like, remember she was the one that was like in love with Heathcliff or Kobayashi, the original guy who trapped them all in sword art, and he's trying to get with her for some reason. So.
Hey man, the guy's passed away. You gotta shoot your shot, before you die.
But then I just want to mention just about Tora, just like this author still thinks he's so clever, bringing all like the callbacks to season 1 with like again with Sachi, and then like later with just bringing all those traumatic events. It's like I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Like this guy, he cannot he doesn't know about he cannot do the payoffs.
It's not good.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it was done well, but it's too little, too late. He's already written up like this shitstorm of a story, so like I can see why you don't feel as affected from it. But I think this episode in itself, I think it was done fairly well.
Yeah,
that's why also
like
when you mentioned Ku, like when like you said like Kirito went all this despair and stuff, like yeah, right. I should be sympathetic, but I can't because it's sword art.
Right. And I get that, but I'm saying, like, if you look at it, if you just take this episode in itself and just throw away all the other shitty episodes from before, like this wasn't like a bad episode.
It should have been the huge like payoff, but
right, and it was, but I guess again, if you're already tainted, it's too late.
To whoever is still a legit fan of sword art, who.
But dude, you just defended this. You were able to like successfully defend the story by basically the whole thing where the only people that matter were the people that actually were connected for the Flecklight.
Right.
And I didn't even think about that, but it makes sense now.
Right.
I also think it's really dumb how so basically Asuna actually had a sick moment. Mm-hmm. We finally got to see like a moment like her back to what it used to be. And then
I call bullshit.
It's bringing Yuki out of nowhere.
She has a god account and she has to need help from an outside source for that shit, dude.
Okay, technically it's
legit
true.
His sister is stronger than Asuna, dude. She's taking like 1 billion damage and healing all full health, man.
Yeah, it's partially true. But the whole thing we talked about before with Yuki is like she has her original sword art skill. So she basically when she uses like Yuki's skill. I think it's just kind of like, I don't know if she's just remembering her or if it's just like something that actually triggers, even though it shows like she gets wings and then disappears. But I don't know.
She basically
but I also think
use it one time and then disappeared.
Yeah. But of course, though, that this main guy also has regenerative abilities, where this guy has like 6 holes in his chest.
Because his sword is stealing all the life force.
His meat cleaver is stealing everything, and it's like controlling everything, or he's alive and all this other garbage. Ugh. It's just they
basically like they were saying that before, like how like, the mages were using like the dead people's like spirits to gather energy and use magic, but they're saying basically this guy has it in his weapon, which is dumb. So
okay, I'm not gonna lie though, that concept for that dude's cleaver, that's a really good PvP concept.
It is. It's pretty badass.
Like when he was explaining it how it worked, I'm like, dude, that's the dopest world versus world weapon I've ever heard of.
But
like
if
that like in an MMO that encourages people to PvP and people who like to PvP can just go for that weapon and just grind that bitch out, dude. It's that one part is like the best thing about this entire 4 or 5 seasons of the show.
But I don't remember anything at Aincrad like any weapons having abilities though.
No,
I thought they're all just normal things, right? They just threw the shit in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They'll just random shit that they're throwing in now that they're
like again, as we go.
This author doesn't play games, so
just
got lucky.
I'm just saying in general, if it was like an actual MMO, that weapon be dope as shit in a world v world.
Oh no doubt. But it's not.
I'm just gonna go with the authors got lucky that one time.
This all being said, I got hyped when Kirito got up.
Really?
Did
Bro,
you
when he pulled
really?
out the perfect weapon control, whatever, I don't know. I thought that was pretty hype.
Yeah.
Although
I'm
I
not
call
gonna lie.
bullshit because the weapon is like half broken, so
It's gone. Yeah.
I don't know how he's able to do
I
that.
was just like
but
ready for the episode
whatever.
to end. Like it just
Good.
felt so cheesy for me. Like I was just not into it.
Honestly, dude, like I thought it was cheesy as fuck, but I was still so hyped to actually see it. Like like the original guy. Really, the only backstory that this guy has anymore for this creator is basically Kirito. So it's just like I'm ready for it.
Nope.
Nope.
You can't be my boy Berkeley, dude. You can't beat him.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing's gonna be tough.
I saw thick lines this episode. I was like, all right, it better be good. Nope, she just obliterated that dude. I was like, dude, this is like the most shit-worthy fucking thick line moment you could have come up with.
I mean, I actually thought it was. I mean, I thought like her moment was pretty cool.
I didn't because it was just a one-sided match. Berkoli's match was actually fucking dope as shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I still definitely think so. But still, like Kirito with his like whole hand ability, I thought that was the only part I thought was dumb and
magically regenerated his hand back.
That was the only part I thought was like, oh crud, because like when first the hand stopped, I was like, oh damn, Kirito just flew over there, and then I realized that he's not even there. I was like, oh god. And
Dude, this guy has the force. His imaginary hand was there the whole time.
Yeah,
and then he walked over there, put his hand up, and it just like reconnected itself for something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Too many abilities that kind of come out of nowhere, but I'm okay with it. It's stupid, but
maybe when he became a vegetable, he acquired the force ability, and you know how like Broccoli shot a knife at him before, or at Alice, and it got deflected. Maybe that was his hand. That was his force.
We just didn't see it.
We just didn't see it. We just didn't see it.
I'm still hyped for next episode, though. I feel
you guys are obviously way more excited for than I am. Like you,
how can you not be excited?
I'm honestly for just what the show has been, though, David. Like this is basically what everybody's been waiting for, because there's
basically
because there's no story for anybody else. Berkeley was actually a very big surprise.
This whole season, I'm just doing it just get over with. So,
but David, next episode, actually, I should say Brian. Next episode is gonna be a bunch of thick lines. Right?
I don't care. I didn't watch the preview, but all I'm saying is if those thick lines aren't up to Mario Broccoli's, I don't fucking give a rat's ass.
It's Kirito, man. You know all the budget's going here. So, whatever budget they have left, it's going.
Listen, man, I get if it's thick lines and a really good fight sequence and everything goes well, like it goes back and forth and some dope ass shit happens, sure, I'll give it to them. But until that happens, nah, you ain't surpassing my man.
Kirito's gonna do well, man.
You really
He's
think
gonna do
they're
well.
spend it all here on Poe and not save it for Vecta?
Okay, part of the budget will go here. Maybe 1/4.
No, but if you guys remember the OP, Kirito is supposed to fight some giant demon dude, and it kind of looks similar to what Poe's ability is.
That's true.
So I would imagine that this is what it's been leading up to.
You can't always trust OP either, because the OP for last season had Asta and Alice fighting the Emperor, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's true as well. But sometimes it
does
become canon.
It's supposed to be canon, but you can't always trust OP. So
I mean, especially in this show because they actually put effort into their OP and change it throughout the season. So.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we both know. I think we all know that Kirito is going to be fighting both of them.
Yeah,
Poe's not going to be the main guy. He's going to take him out, but then the main guy is going to be the other dude with a manta ray and bullets. So,
dude, it's Kirito. He's got the plot armor. He has the force now. This guy can do whatever he wants. Yeah. It's just a matter of how he's going to do it at this point.
He has half an ice sword and can still just take out an entire army.
That's right, you say half. It's basically it's the handle and 2 inches.
Yeah, just the hilt. And then he's still able to take out the entire army. But yeah, whatever. It's sword art logic. I'm at this point. I'll take it. I'll buy in at the rest of this point now.
You guys are going to carry this section from now on because you're obviously way more hyped than I am.
See, I know. It feels so bad.
I'm just the party pooper here.
It feels so bad, but at the same time, it's been so long since we've had besides Broccoli, where we've had those really hype moments. Because it's we can't let this animation go to waste, right? We gotta be hyped for something, right?
It's a travesty that the show gets the budget that it does.
I know, right? God. But it's at the same time, use it.
Fucking Aniplex. I think it's Clover. I can't remember if it's A1 or Cloverworks that does this, but
I can't remember.
Fucking
but they
Aniplex,
they got to capitalize at this point.
Sorry, don't be jealous, guys. Don't be haters. Right?
Dude,
just let them do their thing.
Sorry, and all that Fate Stay money is going straight to the show.
It's whatever. At some point, you know that Kirito is like he's gonna have his Aincrad outfit. Basically, he's gonna be dual wielding. And he's just taking out He's just I don't know about everybody, but the main guys. We have 5 episodes left, I think, because there's only 11 episodes this season. So there's only
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, according to Anime List,
Very random, but okay.
You know what? Fuck Anime List, because they're wrong about another show that I was really hyped about, and they fucked it up. So I don't care about Anime List no more.
To break that up.
All right.
Was it supposed to be 18, and then you got cut? You got basically cut.
No, we all got baited.
Don't you dare bring up Anime List about their episode count.
Hey, it's transparent site, man.
Anyway, though, I think next episode, at least me and Ku, I think we're gonna be actually.
It should be pretty high. Should be real high.
Okay, right? Next.
We'll be okay with next episode,
fact,
and we'll have basically.
You can say I shouldn't even be here. I should just have you guys care
and then
about me.
Next week we'll have, and then Brian will be saying like, "Nah, man, Broccoli. That's where it was at." And then basically Broccoli did it better.
Hey man, we'll see. All right, we'll see.
Yeah,
but they got big shoes to fill to follow my boy Broccoli. Dude.
They definitely do. Like Broccoli was I did not expect like any kind of like anything like that happening with him. So that was pretty sick watching.
Like if you imagine if they did all that with Broccoli, imagine what they could do with the MC, bro. No, imagine how good the planned MC is going to be. Like how high his fight's going to be.
Like no matter how bad the story is leading up to it, just how bad or how good that animation is going to look.
Yeah. Actually, I shouldn't say that they save money because Sora makes enough money on its own. So what am I saying?
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
They're rolling in the bank with like Fate Stay and Demon Slayer and Sword Art.
They'll be fine when this arc is done, and then we go to a whole nother arc where we basically know none of the characters. And where any of the characters we know or latch onto, they're going to just die. And then it's going to be just Kirito saving everybody again. You know, the usual. Then we'll take it.
All right. So
anyway.
That's going to be it for Sword Art. We've gotten way too much. You guys are way too hyped for this.
Man.
Way too
I don't know.
This show.
I hate myself for how much I'm hyped. It's like when I played Fortnite. I hated myself for playing it. It's like one of those things. But I'm hyped. I'm ready for next episode.
And again, to be fair, which I think we should be fair to all these shows, I think this episode was done fairly well for all the shit that we give it.
Oh yeah, I didn't have any things to really complain. Yeah,
it's doing fairly well. And if they keep up this pace for the next 5 episodes until part 2 or whatever, I think it'll be fine.
This is part 2. This is the end of Alicization.
The end. Alicization. This is the end of the arc.
Okay.
To back up Ku though, because the couple of things I actually had issues with was actually covered by Ku and you, David. Where the whole thing was basically the power of friendship, where I'm like, dude, you know so many more people, but then you countered with the Flucklights. And then basically...
Now I hate myself for doing that.
But I also defended in the sense where everybody's like, where the fuck did Yuki come from? I was like, well, guys, it was actually the original sword skill that Asuna learned from Yuki before she passed on. So that's why her image shows up. So any of those flaws that I had, actually, we were able to actually cover it up. Good teamwork, David. Thank you, man.
Thanks. I hate it. So that's it for Sword Art. I guess we'll move on to Shokugeki. I don't know if we really want to talk much about besides the stupid cross knives.
The great powers of fucking superpowers, dude. Fucking cross for the win, apparently. Fucking dumbass show. I hate this show, dude.
This guy is so strong. Holy shit. I don't know what he thought of, but yeah, cross knives. Crazy OP. Which doesn't make sense, because if you think about it, if Souma's dad is as good as he says he is, and this guy has his knife now and he's able to perfect trace with his cross knives or whatever to multiply its power exponentially, there's no way in hell anyone can beat him, especially now that he has the other guy, the Tsukasa's greater sword or whatever. Yeah, there should be no way in hell that Souma wins this, and he's fighting him next round. So I call bullshit on this next couple episodes coming out.
Yeah, there was something I was gonna say about Shokugeki, but I forgot. I don't think it's important enough. So,
like, if there's a show that shit talk this season, it's this one. Not Sword Art, but Shokugeki.
I guess this is like I don't know. This is just Shokugeki is just meh to me. So again, it's just another show I just want to get out of the way. Whereas where Sword Art does things that I need to mention, Shokugeki is just meh. I'm like, I don't even care. I don't know. Do you have anything? Anyone else anything for?
It's just stupid, dude.
No, it's just like how we were kind of mad at Arena's dad for his power. Like this guy's power
that's
is.
what I was gonna mention. Yeah, how like Sharon was to say like Sharon was the one that was most pissed about like the powers from like the dad, like especially he got from marrying. I'm like oh Sharon, your power is back. So
Yeah, I know.
I was imagining because how much you were the one like ranting the most about the powers from Arena's dad, and I was saying power's back.
It's completely just like they overdid it as well too. It's basically just how this guy just again, it's another just copy ability, but he gets basically the perfect abilities just by holding their sword. No skill, just no skills necessary. He just has to acquire, I was about to say weapon, but the cooking tool.
And might as well just be the weapon.
A chef's tool is their weapon. Strand, get it right.
No, I suppose whatever. But the one thing I was okay with is just like hopefully we don't have to deal with any of those other stupid abilities. We don't have to deal with the clown. We don't have to deal with the guy that shuffles plates. We don't have to deal with the injection dude.
Yeah,
hopefully that's all done with. Yeah, you can basically just rip the band-aid off immediately.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah. You just rip the bandit. It's like almost this guy realized like how bad like this part was, where it's just like, Christ, why did I make all these people? It's like, fuck it, let's throw it all on one guy.
I mean, he's got to know he was like getting canceled because he's rushing it so fast right now, just getting rid of them all.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
Oh god, yeah, I'm okay with it though. I did not want to deal with it. There would have been just an absolute waste of episodes where it's just like we have to watch the clown lose, and then just moving, going, and then the stupid jackrabbit, and it's just, oh god.
I actually like the Jackrabbit just because how ridiculous she was. I mean, I wanted her backstory. All right, like how Sarge or whatever got her backstory. I want to know how she came into the picture because
the whole thing. She grew up on a rabbit farm. Basically, she had like the PTSD of her parents having to just basically just chop heads constantly, and then it's basically somehow she grew up with it, and basically just embraced it, and now she just does it for a living. Yeah.
Damn, Strand.
That's why she's jacked one side.
Strand is now a scenario writer.
I didn't make this story, man. This is the backstory from the side hidden novel that only certain people know of.
Oh god.
And then that's like
you have to gym 24/7 too, and get your right arm ripped too.
Mm-hmm.
But then like there's also we gotta go to the other side with Aldini because he has to fight some other Norm member who's still alive somehow. He didn't get like his stuff taken away, and then stupid drama with like his brother being lost. So,
I mean, it's fine if they were to showcase Aldini and then Megumi next. I think it's fine, just because I feel like they're not getting enough love. I mean, these are your top 2 contenders.
Megumi's the first seed from the competition.
Show her some love, man. Dude, how dare you not show her any love at this point?
First place.
Oh god.
But Aldini's he's gonna be cooking with his brother though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's like the ending was like this stupid thing where he was like lost in this no trespassing zone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what that means.
He's gonna come in at the last. He's gonna come in at the last second and save it.
It's whatever. I'm just more sad that Tsukasa got eliminated pretty fast because I love his character.
That was some bullshit.
He's legit like the strongest strongest chef ever at Totsuki, and he just gets eliminated. Like he's so much better than Souma.
They basically set it up to basically where Tsukasa's like the best cook there, and then he basically just got screwed because of this guy with like unlimited blades or unlimited works.
I felt so bad when the judges happened because like it just basically felt like he just got clucked hard. Like they're all just saying like I love you Tsukasa, but I can't. I need like Asahi's love. Like I can't go away from it. Like it just felt like he just got cucked hard.
But it's okay, guys, because in the next few episodes, when it's Souma versus him, the power of love will show itself and show us why it's the best power you need for cooking.
God. The next thing that's worse than power of friendship.
I'll say at least when Souma was cooking, at least they kind of went back and showed some of the ingredients that he cooked stuff. So we're sort of getting back to basics, but then Tsukasa and Asahi are just again rushing through the chicken.
No, I actually thought Souma's cooking was pretty sick. Or it was pretty good though.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
The Christmas log I thought was pretty good.
Yeah,
but I have no idea about the other ones though. With
they didn't really showcase it. They just showcased his power and
the ridiculousness of it. Yeah,
the ending, not really like like the main core of like how they made the chicken.
Yeah, it's just oh god, we'll see. It's just fucking stupid. I'll have to go back and listen to this. I missed Brian's rant.
Then the two like random other people from the top 10 showed up, but they're throwaways because nothing matters. Nothing.
Yeah,
matters.
they don't matter.
Their top 10 is so weak.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, like they just make like the whole top 10 like now look just awful. Like they're just all bumbling fools, and it's just like how are you gonna do that?
So.
Yeah,
I really got nothing else. I don't even.
That's pretty much it.
What happens? Oh, I forgot. It's what's his name?
Aldini.
Aldini's match next round. So we'll see. We'll probably get like no cooking at all. It'll be just basically like, where is he? Where? And then just showing his brother lost, and then he'll come back last second, cook something crazy, and then
dramatic trend.
I'm sure it'll be
very dramatic. Yeah,
there'll
probably some backstory too.
The suspense.
Yeah. Brian, what was your thoughts on this episode?
I could care less, dude.
Okay,
His almost cooking was dope. His tree trunk and his little bomb sparkle.
I would eat the shit out of that.
Huh? And then fucking as soon as it brought to the fucking one noir big dude, and then he used cross, I was like, this is so fucking stupid.
Dude, the only power I was okay with was that dude that basically his clothes just burst. Like I thought, like, okay, that's fine. We'll keep the ridiculousness there.
That's fine, dude. Like having an OG fucking grandpa fucking having his clothes burst off and having the final decision be based off that, dude. It's like, all right, that's fair enough. And then they start coming up with all this other shit like copy and fucking cross.
More
and
copies.
Another. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
It's just constantly like where they keep constantly like adding characters that just copy abilities. It's like, we've gone through this already. Stop it. Knock it out. And it's just more and more. And now this is the ultimate copy guy, where he requires no training and just the weapon.
They even mentioned too how it's like the other guy, but it's like you're not adding it, you're multiplying it. It's exponential.
Ooh.
All right, but we said enough about Shokugeki. I'm gonna move on. So, Rent a Girlfriend, Ku's favorite.
Ooh.
So, Ku, we are on episode 6. How is your character development going so far? How has the main character change?
In case you didn't listen to last week's episode, I have lost all hope for this guy.
He gave up before the 6 mark, David.
That's a shame. We'll have to find some other shows for you to watch 6 more episodes to give more hope.
I mean, it's fine though, because like I said, they're introducing a new girl. I kind of thought that she was going to be the athletic type, but I don't think that's the case. I don't really know what kind of vibe she's giving off.
She's obviously another Rent a Girlfriend.
Right. No, most definitely.
Like,
but
I don't know. Like I don't know why they didn't reveal that. It's so obvious, but like they just.
David, are you saying a man with buck teeth can't get a 10 like that? Huh?
Hell no, not that kind of girl.
God.
But
is she in high school too? Because that's why she was wearing her high school uniform.
Or
that's kind of fucked up that you're renting like a high schooler.
Yeah, that is high school, isn't it? Because I was like, she's on college campus, but yeah, you're right about the uniform.
It's kind of fucked up, but whatever. I guess maybe they're 19, so whatever.
Hey, maybe they like cosplaying at college, David. Who knows?
We'll find out. The only dumb thing, not dumb, just random thing I'll mention is that this is the first time I ever saw rock climbing in an anime. It reminds me when Peter and Jillian were obsessed with rock climbing, and they would always go to Virgo Endeavors.
Hey, David, are you gonna join me and Ku in watching the rock climbing anime? Brian, you too. Are you gonna join us?
Probably not.
They look shredded, so why not?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Good man.
I take that back, actually. You guys sounded way too excited for that answer.
No, you have to enjoy it for the sports aspect, sir. The competitive.
Dude,
Yes.
I don't like. Maybe I'll watch it for climbing, because climbing's pretty intense.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched other shows.
What I really want from the show is that it like a quarter of the way through, it takes like a really twisted turn. They have to enter a tournament, but the tournament is free climbing like a fucking 500-foot mountain, right? And like if they fall, it's over because you're just free climbing.
Tournament, or is it just them just climbing because it's a club?
That too, like one person just brings them an idea, but like we should go free climbing and test our abilities to the limits, and then one of them falls and dies.
Sure.
So you want to go from a sports anime to a dark, gory.
Dude, no, it doesn't have to be gory. It's just like a sports anime turned like bad, you know? Like think School Days.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh
I
God,
don't
no!
know about
Why? Not school
I
days.
don't know about that. So, going back to Rent a Girlfriend. Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Oh, fucking Kazuya. Like, I know I shouldn't be complaining because this is his character, but he does that shit again where he apologizes and he says he knows he's trash and he'll do better, and then he doesn't. So
yeah, same things happen over and over again. And I don't know if it's just to make himself feel better, but it's like, hey, are you awake? And then just says everything. It's like, dude, she's sleeping, man. Shut the fuck up. But same thing.
What was your problem with that?
No, the whole thing where he's just like talking to her when it's just like at the same time like you're trying to bother this chick when she's sleeping or it seems like she's sleeping, and then he ends up finding out obviously she wasn't sleeping.
Well, I mean, it sounds like one of those things where it's like
you're making yourself feel better in a sense. But it really, like what he said though, wasn't really helping any sense because he was saying like, I don't see why we have to break up. Like, why can't we just stay together? And then the whole thing, and then their whole thing of it was basically saying, oh, we can fix this by if you find an actual girlfriend. I'm thinking, well, okay, but you could also do that single too. But then I get it how they basically just want to be able to move it on to their grandmas because it's apparently they can't handle the news. I mean, it seems like
it's for plot. Like they could easily just break up and like
tell
their grandma that. But it's plot.
Yeah.
Again,
we got very little Mommy-chan, which is fine too.
Again, I've lost hope for this guy last episode, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. The one kind of
where are all those people on Reddit that are saying that we need character development? That's why he's so shitty. It's for the character development. Where are those people, huh?
The one thing that was kind of like the one thing that was a little bit of a spin, I guess, is like when she's just like, "Hey, you're a rent-a-girlfriend, aren't you?" Which I just feel like man, this guy's trash. There's no way in hell this is legit. And then she just kind of thought or she's like in the same, she's obviously like in the same situation as her, but like so I guess like kind of like a backstory question, like the people that are in the the people that are employed by the rent-a-girlfriend stuff, are they self-employed? Are they with the company?
I assume it's like an Uber thing. I think it's the Uber thing where it's like you make your own profile and like you use the app to like.
Okay, but quick question. Sorry, quick question to chat, but we can continue. Okay, gotcha. All right, never mind. So local companies, yeah.
So,
yeah.
I was wondering, like, shouldn't these people know each other? Like, but then that obviously makes sense,
It's not right. Well,
Lyft, Uber, so.
Well, that's different. No, that's when you're a self-contract. Where if it's an agency, then it's like you actually work for a company. So.
Gotcha.
But.
Dude, definitely this show is all about Chizuru. I don't care about the MC. This new girl though, I also don't know. Kind of like with Coop, I don't know what she's gonna be.
Yeah, like what's her angle?
Because first, like when they were actually going to rock climbing, I was like, oh damn! I was like, is Coop right? Is this chick actually athletic? And then immediately falls. I was like, okay, he's off.
Well, they did go to a fucking rock climbing thing, so I kind of.
Yeah, but apparently that guy is good at it. Like it's like the one thing he's good at, or something.
Yeah,
it's insane.
She's just like Peter and Julian, just spend too much time at vertical endeavors.
I don't know. Maybe this is the girl that loves drama too, or something. I don't even know. Because if you're especially as a professional, I would assume if you're also a rent-a-girlfriend, why would you bother another rent-a-girlfriend, like relationship or business? I guess. So I don't see what she's playing at here.
But the thing with that though, sorry, go ahead.
No, and then at the end there, it looks like she got them all sorted out. Like she hasn't figured out that for sure you are rent-a-girlfriend. So. Like, where do you go from this point? Are you trying to like extort them? Are you also in a issue, or are you also in a situation where you really need money? So she's gonna like extort Kazuma to rent her out too, so she can get some of the cash, right?
I didn't think about that.
So I mean, who knows? Like, especially if she's also in high school, she's trying to get into university. I'm assuming that's the reason why Chizuru was doing it, so she can pay for university. What if this girl's also in the same boat, but she's a little bit more sinister than Chizuru, so she's gonna extort him for all that she can?
Yeah.
See. For my mindset, I actually thought it was more of like, because I thought she was going to reach out to Chizuru either for just like for knowledge or basically just like for like connection, just being able to like kind of like talk and connect, like connect to a level. Mm-hmm. Like I immediately think like this. Immediately, like, with all these shows, I just think they know nobody. Where it's just like they don't have any connections with anybody, and they're just trying to find those connections, like or like sort of similarities. I immediately go to that, and you immediately go to money.
Oh, I was.
I
Thinking,
mean, it's called Rent a Girlfriend.
well, no,
Right.
I was thinking that
better
like
than
she knew that Chizuru is top tier, and she was jealous, and so she wanted to take like the number 1 spot or something. So I thought she was gonna try and knock Chizuru off
That's another good point.
the tier
That's
list.
another good one.
So that's the
Yeah.
other way I could see it.
It's just damn.
That's,
So many
because it just like I just don't know her like what's the deal with her. Like she's just
Yeah. God, that's good too.
We'll find out next episode though.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Before we end and move on, Brian, and we heard that you watched the first episode. Your legit thoughts.
Trash.
Oh my god, why though? Like, what's wrong with it?
This man's a fucking weirdo, dude. Like, this dude just got dumped, and then he envisions his ex-girlfriend of 1 month having sex with another dude, and he gets a fucking little chub going. It's like, bro, really?
I forgot that happened.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
really, dude?
Virgins will be virgins, is what they say.
Holy God, man.
Dude, Brian, if you think you should watch him a few episodes later on when he where he basically just gets kind of bored, he has free time.
I'll pass, dude.
Dude, you gotta keep it up, man. It's it gets better, and
I mean, that part is weird. Like, the only good part about that episode, the first episode that I liked, was just the ending when he bumped into her again. That was literally it. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
You definitely watch the show for Chizuru. Character development for the man.
Shouldn't even be watching the show.
You shouldn't be.
You fucks.
You dude, it's okay. It's like I don't know. It's
You're
like
the
so
one trying
bad.
to get me to watch it in the first place, Strand. So this is partly your fault too.
This is like sort of. It's like it's so bad, but at the same time, it's like good.
It's good. It's bad, but it's good.
It is, and it's just I don't know. I have no clue.
Like there's always like the one like trash show every season that just becomes a meme, and it's like, and like I have to get caught up in this stupid shit. So
yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy.
I know. I feel like there should be something else I need to complain about Rent a Girlfriend, but I can't remember. It's just too much ranting today, man. It's just all these damn shows you're making me watch during the summer.
Hey man, Mommy, was there anything about Mommy on?
Well, she didn't do anything. Like... She didn't do anything this episode, so
she glared.
Mainly Kazuha, like just I don't know.
Oh, no, he's still like the
one thing I was like complaining to is that how this like besides all the other issues, like this like what was it like he basically got like the 10K from his parents. He still doesn't have a job, so this fucking bum is like doing all this shit of like Rent a Girlfriend. He's spending like $180 a week paying Chizuru for all this stuff. And,
hey man, he's supposed to be in college though. He's not. He's supposed to focus.
Privileged kid just gets 10K from their parents for fucking when the fucking like the other girls have to like work to like get their money, and Kazuya is just like getting 10K to spend on whatever, and he's spending $180 every week.
They have to deal with
know any better.
They have to deal with people like Kazuya. That's terrible.
No, if I didn't know any better, David sounds kind of jealous of Kazuya.
Dude, no, it's just like this.
I mean,
10K to spend, you don't even work. Like, come on.
But if you had the option, David, if you got to move somewhere and your parents paid for you, and you had the options to rent a girlfriend for $180 a week, would you do it?
Wait, excuse me. This dude gets $100K for the school year, and all of his classes already paid off.
10K.
10K a school. So what is that, like 8 months worth?
Yeah, sure.
Basically,
yeah.
What a guy. By his parents.
I know, right? Woo. Jealous. So jealous.
Living the dream, and he's a terrible character. Just trash.
He does have to.
I really don't want to watch the show anymore.
He can just take over his family businesses.
Brian, it's so bad, but it's so good.
That English lit degree. What we're gonna do with that in Japan?
Do we even know what Kazuya is doing in college? Like, did they ever met?
She's in English literature with
oh Christ!
I'm pretty sure with Chizuru. I'm pretty sure in the same class.
Oh God. Okay. Well, good luck to that man.
I mean, we never had English. Maybe just literature in general. I don't know what's English, but it's literature.
Again,
maybe Japanese literature. But I'm pretty sure it's in the same class as Chizuru.
Yeah, Godspeed.
The literature department, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It's whatever. We'll move on.
I mean, that's like the last like main show. So.
Yeah.
I guess like again, open the floor. Cool. How's that Uzaki-chan Asobu show.
I gotta watch that still.
Uzaki-chan, dude. This episode was
That's the other meme show, but it's good though. Unlike this one,
it's good. This one is more of a fan service show though. They go to the beach, so this is your beach episode, yay! And then the MC kind of gets a little action, like unknowingly in a sense.
So,
but yeah, this one was all right. It was just a fan service episode.
But how so is this action? Under the table, above the waist.
Just watch it, you'll find out. Yeah.
God, that's so many episodes.
Harem. It's just the two main characters, right?
Yeah, it's just the two main characters.
I'd rather have that than a harem.
So, you love harems.
I'd rather have that than a love triangle. Because like love triangles, I end up liking all choices.
Right.
Harem, there's like one. So
yeah, but it's like I said, it's still pretty good. I would say just watch it though. It's still fairly heartwarming. This week's episode was like the exception is more fan service than anything else. But it is also considered an ecchi show. So I mean, it's ill's bound to happen.
I get that from the Crunchyroll clips.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, Demon King though, did you watch it this time, David? This week?
I think I did. Where for like where like the teacher where he basically like killed her and like revived her as a hybrid just so she can deep her own racism.
Sweet justice. How are you gonna mess with the OP King Demon King's Bob? Like that is like the worst thing you could possibly do, right? I mean, other than the fact that that kind of cringy fan club was with her, but yeah, like I knew as soon as I saw her pop up and try to go after the mom, like it was over. I was just waiting for the MC to pop up, kill her, or do whatever he wants to her, and then go from there. But that was some sweet justice, though.
I mean, like besides that, nothing really tapped in. This I'm not following it closely, so that's just all I remember.
Oh yeah, there's only like one or two things that kind of stands out to me in the episode, but I still like the show just because of how cool the character is, the MC is. So, although I wish that they would introduce more one-liners though, because those are like the best parts of the show.
I don't like one-liners in anime, so that's fine.
Dude, but they're so good. They just make the moments so hype.
I feel like it just doesn't translate well into English, so I'm fine with
it. Doesn't. It doesn't, but I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of
unless like you
myself,
like the only one-liners is like those abridged series. Those are the best one-liners, but that's not official. So
I don't know. I mean, those are fine, but they just don't hit you like here, in the heart, like this guy does, when it's serious. But that's just me. But I think that's it for me. So.
All right.
Sorry, I'm talking with Chad, and somehow Mommy's number one. So I was.
Dude, yeah, I was kind of surprised too, but I mean, to each their own. So.
Yeah, it's. I mean, in a sense, like her character is like they don't really like emphasize those characters too much in anime, but when you see it, it's like, damn, this chick is a bitch. But at the same time, it makes sense because like those chicks exist. At the same time, like Chizuru is awesome, but they
say that. But come on, like you don't know Asian girls like me and Ku, do you?
But, dude, why does it have to be just that, man? It can be white chicks too.
Yeah, David, that's racist, bro. Yeah. Dude, white girls can be bitches too.
So much drama. There's so much drama in college with all these fucking girls. Like, oh my god, so much fucking drama.
But at the same time, they don't show them in anime, really, though. That's the thing.
You think so?
But then,
I don't know.
In a sense, I don't know, dude. I've never hated a chick as much as Mami-chan, so I don't know. So it's tough. I don't know.
So that's gonna be the end of the show. If you have any last words, Trent.
I'm watching Digimon. Actually, I didn't watch this episode of Digimon, but spoilers. I think it's supposed to be where Garurumon this time.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to super evolve, David.
It's because they have their own Japanese words for it. So.
Oh, they do. Gotcha.
Like, so it's not super in Japanese. It's something else, and so I guess like.
Hey, Dr. Ku. I had no idea. Ku was against that. I did not care.
I'm totally against that.
I don't know, like the actual. So it's whatever choice they made for the translation that was different from 20 years ago. So.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh, and also I tried to mention Rent a Girlfriend too. It was really weird hearing the new chick voiced by Yui. That just threw me off. So.
Yui and blanking. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's right.
So now we have Aqua and Yui in the show. So.
Who in the bets on the third?
Mommy's someone else too. I forgot. I forgot though, but I hear Aqua and Yui now in the show.
Do we have bets on the other chick? The other one that hasn't shown up yet? Oh, they already announced it?
I think they announced the voice actors, yeah.
Oh, but does anybody know here?
I don't.
The chat's saying there is.
If we had to take so if we had to take guesses, I don't know what Sinful Gear is. So sorry, but I haven't watched it. I've only played the mobile game briefly. But what would you guys' guesses be? Who's it going to be?
I mean,
Megumi?
It's either Yukino or Megumin, or those are the big ones. Like, I don't like Saber's that big anymore. So like,
I was actually thinking, because she seems like the quiet type, kind of quiet, shy type. So I could see Megumin. Sure. But anyway,
Megumin or Yukino. So
no, chat's saying it's Megumin. It's announced.
Okay.
Wait, no way! Is it really?
Yeah.
The person who made play Megumin?
Yeah.
I nailed it. Not too good.
All right. So
I want to hear some fucking explosions. But yeah. But that's all we got, folks.
Actually, to be fair, when I said Megumin, I was actually thinking of the chicken Shokugeki. So I was wrong.
Oh, that's not her voice. Okay. Oh, that's not her voice. Okay, well, yeah, that's the end of the show. So.
No. Spoilers. No, I'm kidding. I don't care.
End of the show. Well, thank the audience for chatting us today. We had.
Thanks, guys. So yeah, we actually had a very
Johan, you were quiet for a while, so I don't know if you fell asleep or whatever. But thanks for being here, Johan.
We had a very active chat. Johan, thank you. Parker 404, thank you as well. That was actually knowledgeable. That was actually a lot of fun. And then, of course, Tizzle, Andy, thank you.
Yeah, it was fun, guys. As always, next week, it's always fun.
You bring Rent a Girlfriend alive and more fun.
God.
So,
I've been watching this show, you guys.
It's awesome. That's why. It's good
okay,
stuff.
David, I'm gonna be joining you very shortly. Apparently.
Oh God.
Yeah, let's go.
One of us. Anyway, I'm good.
I guess I have to thank the panel for joining me this week because you were way more excited for Sora than I was. So yeah, you gotta carry Sora for the rest of the season because I won't.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
I was the same way, David, and then all of a sudden I'm buying more and more into the whole Kirito thing. Where last episode, me and Ku were like, "Bro, I'm kind of excited."
God. Whatever. I'm only here for ReZero, so get your Sora out of the way. I'm here for ReZero.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm only here for God of High School. So.
Hate you guys.
So that's gonna be it. Thanks everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.